Hey guys, my name is Princess and today I'm going to be teaching you guys about figurative language. But before we get started, how about you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime we post new content. So, figurative language. This is all about the figures of speech, comparisons, metaphors, and all those things. So I decided to make this video because, well, yeah, why not? It's literature. Okay, let's get started. Figures of speech. Language can be used in two different main ways. It can be used in a literal sense or a figurative sense. In a literal sense, you would say John fell and broke his leg. But in a figurative sense, you would say John died in a motorbike accident and this tragedy broke his mother's heart. You get it? Yeah. So the next one would be comparisons. Comparisons are a direct comparison containing the words like or as. For example, he is as wealthy as Elon Musk. Now, the sub part of that would be metaphor. Number one, metaphor is an indirect comparison without using the words like or as. For example, the captain roared his commands. And second one would be personification. This is to give human qualities to an inanimate object. For example, the clouds looked down and wept on the drought-stricken land. Sound devices. One would be alliteration, repetition of an initial letter at the beginning of words. For example, foot, fever, fuels, fans. Pride and prejudice, safe and sound. Those all contain repetition of an initial letter at the beginning of the word. Second one would be assonance, the repetition of vowel sounds. In the short vowel, you would say the river is thin. In the long vowel, we say he slowly moves the overgrown lawn. Onomatopoeia. These are words that are used to recreate the sounds they describe. For example, splash, buzz, hiss. Thank you guys for watching. These are the figures of speech that we managed to cover in part 1. And please, if you didn't understand it, watch it again and I'll see you in part 2.